Good day. I'm Mark Kuipers, the Chief Information Officer, and today I take pleasure in presenting the BYOD project proposal. The agenda provides an overview of the presentation that emanates from research to assess the feasibility of the adoption of BYOD in the workplace. The purpose of this presentation is to request the executive management to approve funding for a project to implement and manage BYOD in the workplace. You may already be wondering, what is BYOD? BYOD stands for Bring Your Own Device. BYOD describes the trend in which employees use their own devices on the job. Own devices include smartphones, tablet computers, laptops, and amongst others. BYOD is like a tsunami that is unstoppable, and companies need to prepare for BYOD whether they like it or not. BYOD is not something you can ignore. Gartner performed some research in 2012 that already illustrated that 80% of personnel use personal mobile devices at work. There are numerous advantages to adopting BYOD in the workplace. BYOD enables employees to work in the way that they want to by choosing devices that best suit their roles, thereby contributing to increased productivity, improved employee job satisfaction, employee morale, employee engagement, customer service and strengthening, increased social collaboration. BYOD also creates mobile workforce opportunities for the business, and BYOD will help to position us as an employer of choice. There are also monitoring savings in the form of reduced capex. IBM, as an example, already supports 80,000 of their employees and are planning to provide the technology and support to all 440,000 worldwide employees. This illustrates the extent to which big corporates are recognizing and leveraging value from BYOD. There are significant risks associated with BYOD that need to be managed. These include issues around governance and compliance. As a company, we have personal data protection obligations in respect of the Data Protection Act of 1998. The Act defines specific rights in relation to personal information and places obligations on organizations as the data controller for managing personal information. The Act requires that we implement appropriate technical and organizational measures to prevent loss, destruction, or damage to personal data. BYOD also exposes us to security threats, exposing the company network and critical systems, and compromise security capacity of personal devices, resulting in vulnerability to malware. Other types of risks are also related to data leaks, which emanate from lost or stolen devices, or access to sensitive data, intellectual property, and corporate information. The adoption of BYOD will therefore place increased demands on our ICT infrastructure capacity, including storage and network capacity and security. The adoption of best practices will enable us to manage and mitigate the identified risks. We do not need to fear. Adopting a risk-based approach allows us to focus on important issues, assess the level of risk, and develop appropriate risk response strategies. A comprehensive BYOD policy is required that addresses all these elements. In respect of best practice, it is proposed that an integrated BYOD management solution be adopted to help us to successfully implement BYOD in the workplace. The integrated BYOD management solution will address policy management, network management, mobile device management, and security management. Mobile device management itself has the capability of automating policy enforcement across the entire organization and includes lockdown applications such as remote lock, data lock, wipe functionality, and location. All these are important in managing and mitigating some of the risks associated with loss and control. The implementation of BYOD is aligned to the company's business and ICT. Our ICT virtualization and centralization enables the efficient and effective management of data in the data center. Our centralization capability will enable users to access their applications and data anywhere from any device. We have applied sensitivity analysis to assess the feasibility of the BYOD project. We have assumed a discount rate of 10%. The critical cost variables used were amended per scenario, portraying 3 financial perspectives: good, average, and poor. The main cost drivers are the envisaged improved productivity, ICT infrastructure costs, and BYOD management solution costs. The costing scenario 1 represents the detailed costing for the good outlook. This is reflected as an example of the type of data and information used. The financial viability reflected for the 3 scenarios provide a positive picture of the potential return on investment for all 3 scenarios. The payback period extends from 2 years and 11 months to 5 years. The net present value ranges between almost 20 million and 4.3 million. The internal rate of return and profitability index are positive for all 3 scenarios. It is therefore recommended that the BYOD project is supported by a change intervention that can be integrated into the education and BYOD management components. Also, the critical cost variables will need to be closely monitored and managed. In conclusion, BYOD provides benefits to our employees, customers, and service providers. BYOD contributes to enhanced business performance. The BYOD project is aligned to best practice as well as our business and ICT strategy. The financial viability and sensitivity analysis indicate potential savings and positive rates of return. The critical cost variables must, however, be closely managed. In respect of the way forward, the BYOD project funding proposal will be presented to the next Executive Board meeting for approval on 22 September 2013. For any points of clarity or to address any concerns, kindly contact me via email, phone, or Skype. We look forward to receiving your positive support, and we thank you for your time and attention.